The conference room at Asteris Biotech felt smaller than usual, as if the tension had eaten the air. I sat at my seat on the left side of the glass table, watching my brother, Graham, pace like he already owned the place. He'd brought 2 lawyers in sharp suits, and our father, Victor, who looked proud in the way he always did when Graham was near. Graham flashed me a smile. All teeth, no warmth. "Lena, thanks for pulling everyone together." Board members traded wary looks. They'd funded my napkin sketches years ago. Now our nano-carrier platform was days from first human dosing, and Graham had shown up with a plan. He straightened his tie. "Helixer Therapeutics is buying promising startups, and I've just been named their director of acquisitions." My stomach tightened. Of course he had. A lawyer slid folders down the table. "Helixer will provide capital, absorb staff and research, and offer Dr. Hart a consulting position." Dr. Priya Desai, my head of research, leaned in. "We're ready for Phase 1. Graham waved her off. "Let's be realistic. This needs adult supervision." I kept my face calm. I'd heard that tone since childhood, when I chose molecular biology over business school, when I spent my inheritance on lab gear instead of condos, when I missed celebrations, because experiments don't pause. "Please review and sign," the lawyer said, opening the ownership packet. Paper whispered. Silence gathered, thick and ugly. Graham's grin faltered. "There's a problem," his attorney muttered, flipping pages. "These patents aren't assigned to Asteris." I stood, smoothing my plain black dress. "They're assigned to me," I said. And for the first time that morning, the room listened. "Personally, every breakthrough you came to take." "Impossible," Graham snapped. He looked to Dad like Victor could buy reality. "The company owns everything." "No," I said. "Asteris licenses it. From me. Filed 3 years ago with terms you never read." His attorney rifled the packet, face blanching. The board leaned in. Priya's eyes stayed on mine. Dad's voice came out thin. "Lena, I didn't know." "You didn't check," I said. Graham tried to smile. "Fine, then Helixer buys you. Name your number." I tapped my tablet. The wall screen filled with 1 page, licensing, reversion, and the clause my counsel insisted on. Negotiations pause under hostile action. Graham read it like it was a trap door. "Given this attempted takeover," I said, "I move to suspend the meeting. We reconvene after counsel reviews Helixer's proposal, if we choose to entertain it." Chairs scraped. People collected their folders and fled. "You can't do this," Graham hissed when the room cleared. "Helixer already briefed investors." I let myself smile. "Then you can explain how you announced control of technology you don't own." In the hallway, my phone buzzed. "Priya, that was surgical. What now?" I headed for the private elevator. "Now," I typed back. "We show them the data." My lab lights warmed as the door sealed behind me. On the monitors, last night's kill curves climbed. Tumor cells collapsing under our nano-carriers. I pulled a slim, encrypted drive from my pocket, slotted it in, and entered the passphrase I'd carried for months. A progress bar appeared. "Uploading to NIA review portal." My phone buzzed again. "Dad calling." I let it ring. In the drives folder sat a second file labeled Contingency. Press packet, time-stamped, ready. If Graham wanted a spectacle, I'd give him science, for free. By noon, Helixer's name was bleeding across tickers, pinned to patent ownership dispute. They'd tried to buy my future with a press release. My encrypted upload turned it into poison. Priya rushed into my lab. The NIA called. Emergency review. Fast track. I watched tumor cells dim under our nano-carriers. Put them on in an hour. Victor arrived next, escorted by my assistant, suddenly ordinary among the incubators. He clutched a folder. "Their board wants Graham's resignation," he said. "He says you ruined him." "I didn't," I replied, setting a slide under the microscope. "He ruined himself when he assumed my work was his." Dad's eyes tracked the equipment he used to dismiss. "I was wrong about you, Lena." The apology landed hard. I kept my voice flat. I didn't need belief. I needed room. My phone rang, unknown number. A calm woman said, "Dr. Hart, this is Dr. Elaine Rowe with the NIA Review Board. We've verified your data. You're approved for fast track and phase 1 launch coordination." Relief burned behind my eyes. "Thank you, we're ready." When I hung up, Victor opened his folder. Another offer. Bigger numbers, more strings. I fed it into the shredder without reading. "Tell Graham Helixer can keep its leash." Priya's grin flashed. "Independent then?" "Independent," I said, and felt it lock into place. Victor lingered, then nodded once, no lectures, no deals, before he turned and let the door close behind him. That evening, the first patient consent form printed warm in my hands. Graham texted, "You win." I typed back, "Patients win." I pulled on my lab coat, faced the glowing screens, and went back to work.